better, but that's why we're focused on rebuilding this economy.
As for another stimulus, White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow says on ABC this morning he's waiting for results of the previous package.
I think that many people would like to just pause for a moment and take a look at the economic impact of this massive assistance program.
Meanwhile, President Trump urges states to move forward with getting back to business, despite concerns close to home. Doctors Anthony Fauci, CDC Director Robert Redfield, and FDA Commissioner Stephen Hahn are all in quarantine after contact with a White House staffer who tested positive. Economic advisor Kevin Hassett acknowledges the risks of working inside the White House, even as precautions are taken.
But we've all been exposing ourselves to risks, under the best guidance we could possibly have to keep us safe, but we're willing to take that chance.
And researchers at the University of Washington warn of greater risks as states reopen. They raised the projected U.S. coronavirus death toll to 137,000 by August. As it stands, the total number of deaths in the U.S. now stands at 81,000, nearly.
There are conflicting reports tonight about the status of the vice president. AP reports he's self-isolating at his residence because his press secretary tested positive for the coronavirus last week. But a spokesman for the vice president said he is not quarantining and plans to be at the White House tomorrow. He's scheduled to participate in a video conference with governors from the West Wing in the morning. President Trump responded on Twitter today to criticism from former President Obama over his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. President Trump tweeted, "He is getting great marks for the handling of the pandemic," and compared it to the Obama administration's handling of H1N1, which he called a disaster with poor marks and bad polls. Yesterday, the former president described Mr. Trump's handling of the pandemic as an absolute chaotic disaster in a call with members from his administration. Yahoo News released the audio.
The original epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic has reported its first new case since April 3rd. The patient is in critical condition at a hospital in Wuhan, China. He lives in a neighborhood that's recorded 20 confirmed cases overall. 5 asymptomatic patients in the same community, including the wife of the patient, have been sent to hospitals for medical observation. China reopened Wuhan's borders on April 8th after a 76-day lockdown. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson says people no longer have to stay home, but they should still stay alert as he relaxes some of the UK's restrictions. Johnson says those who can't work from home should head back to work starting tomorrow. He's also encouraging people to get outside and exercise, but to continue practicing social distancing. Johnson also warned that if there is another spike in cases, the restrictions will be put back into place again.
Johnson and